How y'all doing today? Jay with Full Circle Cyber. Circling back to what certification should I take first? I love that question, right? I think it shows initiative. I think you're trying to find out what you need to do. And I believe a lot of people are speaking about the Security Plus. Me personally, I have not taken the Security Plus, but I'd love to see what it's about. So today we're going to jump in and we're going to see what it's about. Let's take a look here. Security Plus, what's popping? All right, CompTIA. Security vouchers. So the exam is $425. Retake assurance, $475. Less than $50. You could retake the exam if you fail. I appreciate that. I really do. It allows you to come into the exam with a certain swag, a little confidence. If you bomb it, come back later and crush it. But at least you know, hey, I'm going to understand what this exam is all about. I don't have the test anxiety to worry about, oh man, if I fail, I'm losing $425. That's a lot of money. I respect it. The learning products, woo, shout out to the product team. Hey, cybersecurity is a business. You guys understand that? Don't get caught up in purchasing a whole bunch of educational tools or videos, ebooks, courses, labs that you're never going to do. Only pay for what you're going to do. Be efficient, okay? Be efficient. It's coming from me. I'm never going to be the one that just blows cash. Me personally, I'll go for this one. They have labs. I'm not really sure what it entails, real world scenarios. You can lab most of this stuff up yourself. I'm just saying. Objectives. Let's look at this. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objectives. Let's go by the one with the highest weight. So security operations. Applying security baselines, mobile solution, hardening, wireless security. I'm loving this. Explaining acquisitions. All right. So you're getting you into the meat and potatoes. Identify, analyze, remediate, validate, and report vulnerabilities. Listen, people, you got to have vulnerability management. Shout out to Tenable. Shout out to Nexus. Alerting and monitoring. Got to have a SIM in place. Enterprise security. You got to have security on the perimeter. This is firewalls, IPS, DNS filtering. Shout out to Cisco Umbrella, DLP, NAC. Shout out to Cisco ICE, XDR, EDR. Yeah, this is cool. Identity access management. Yeah, you need to know SSO, MFA. 2025. You cannot be walking around here with your MFA sagging on the ground. Pick up your MFA, people. Be responsible. All right, you got your SOAR. Go ahead and run some scripts. Go ahead and automatically revoke sessions. Lock out a user account just by a click of a button. Run some PowerShell scripts. PowerShell is beautiful. Learn PowerShell. Data sources. Yeah, this is great, man. If this is what majority of it is about, this is actually real world stuff that you have to know that's being utilized in the day-to-day operations of a security operations center. And governance, this is my favorite. If you're ever trying to get into that CISO spot, if you're trying to get that C-suite spot where your office is over there in the corner and it has those big windows and you could oversee the city, yeah, that's let me stop. Come on, people. Understand risk management, assessments, risk registers, risk tolerance, risk appetite, know how to do a business impact analysis, know where you need to allocate your money to alleviate the most risk. This stuff is pretty good. Third-party risk, security, compliance, audit, and assessments. Shout out to everybody over there that's doing their SOC 2 Type 2. Shout out to the people that's doing their PCI, their HIPAA compliance, pen testers. Go ahead, man. Y'all do your thing. SAT. You could have a career off of SAT, security awareness training. Shout out to KnowBe4. Humans are another form of a firewall. You have to train your humans, your human resources, to be able to spot a threat, to be able to spot a fish and not fall victim. Because as simple as just clicking on a link could take a whole company down. You can lose millions in down production. You can lose millions in it's just bad around the table. You don't want to be that guy. And not only that, you could also lose your reputation. Customers aren't going to look at you the same knowing that you didn't expose their data. All right, man. I'll give this so far a plus. We talked about that in the first video. That is like the foundation. That's the floor. That is the roots of cybersecurity. CIA. Go back to the last video. I won't even tell you what it's about. Non-repudiation, you get that through AAA. Authentication, authorization, and accounting. Zero trust, that's, how you're going to architect and design. Yeah, I like this, man. I really do. What are your career paths? Cybersecurity specialist, manager, engineer, pen tester. You're not going to be a pen tester with this. Straight up. You're not going to become a cybersecurity architect. You're not going to become a cybersecurity engineer or manager with this, right? But you will get into some entry points into these. Okay, yeah, I can salute this side. Okay, definitely. And what happens is it gives you the core. So when you look at different things, you're looking at it from a security mindset, security perspective, and that will lead you into that cybersecurity analyst and engineer role. I really don't see this as being an entry level role. I say this over and over again. I know I get a lot of wah about it, a lot of boo, but it's the truth. There's few people walking in the doors, but it's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard. Resources. Let's listen to Scott's tech story to become a cybersecurity engineer or an IT auditor. Shout out to ISACA. You guys need to get a part of your local chapter of ISACA. Be a part of your local chapter of ISC Square. Get around some other people that are in this cybersecurity field. Understand it from a different perspective. If you guys have ISSA chapter, get a part of that. They're a little bit more technical. The other ones are more on the audit side, risk management side. But cybersecurity is so broad that it's really going to open up your horizons, help you be able to pick out what you want to pick out. Thank you for spending your time with me. Again, this is Jed with Full Circle Cyber, covering everything around cyber. Till next time.